My name is Neda, and I'm back with another episode explaining AI companies in a simple language. This episode has been inspired by a very personal question that I have about two companies that we all use every single day. And those companies are Anthropic and OpenAI. We all use ChatGPT and Claude every single day. And the reason I started to do some research about this episode was more and more people are using Claude rather than ChatGPT. And I was wondering what happened that Anthropic have surpassed OpenAI, at least in valuation. So the original story starts in 2021 when Dario and Daniela, the brother and sister who have founded Anthropic, with 10 other AI researchers, they leave OpenAI because they were in disagreement with how the company was taking the safety and then the commercialization priorities. So they leave and they start up Anthropic. So Anthropic does three major things differently than OpenAI. So what are those three things? The first is how they train their model. So OpenAI trained their model based on human feedback. What does that mean? It means have you ever had this experience of using ChatGPT and it gives you two answers, and you as a human and user have to pick one of those answers? Like, I prefer answer number one. So that's literally how they train their models too. The AI generates answer, and a human picks a preferred answer, and that's how the model is getting trained. But then the human feedback model training is expensive to scale. There are going to be some biases, and human feedback and opinions are inconsistent. So, what Anthropic have done differently is they have created a set of principle and they call it Constitution AI. And then they critique and they revise the generated answers by their AI based on those principles. So if anybody has a conversation with Claude, there, for example, one principle that this question is not asking how to create a weapon. So it's safer in that term, and then they're less biased, and then it helps the model to create responses based on those principles but by itself. That's why Anthropic is a little scarier, because it can train itself. The second one is how many tokens Anthropic uses. So Anthropic uses 1 million token per conversation. What does that mean? It means per conversation that me and Claude has, it goes and reads 700 to 800 pages of information to carry on that conversation. It can hold all those information simultaneously. Rather than OpenAI, it has to break it to chunks, and it kind of gives again some errors and biases. And this